Is anyone else sick and tired of there being no Jason's sourdough bread everywhere? It's one of the most clean and healthiest supermarket breads out there, but it's so hard to get hold of. So I'm quite stubborn like that, and I will not tolerate anything less. So I've looked into how to make high protein bagels. So I'm actually going to do a bit of a test here and a bit of a challenge. So one of them is with flour, which, okay, has its, it's not as healthy, but that's like the standard way people are saying how to make it. And I'm going to go a bit all out there, and I'm going to do one with lupin flour. So this could be an absolute disaster, but let's see which one and let's see how it turns out. So we're going to take 125 grams of flour, put that into a bowl, and then in the other corner, lupin powder, let's go. So we're going to put in the same amount. Let's keep the variables consistent for this experiment. By the way, if you've ever tried this lupin powder, let me know, this flour. It's a great vegan alternative. Next, we're going to add the ingredients which makes it high in protein, which is Greek yogurt. So full fat Greek yogurt. We're going to put in 250 grams of... I just hate it when that happens. Lupin powder, let's go. Same again. I'm going to keep all the variables the same. We've got some gluten-free baking powder, and we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of that. Because I've used self-raising flour there, which I didn't know this, tell I'm not a baker, but the ingredients said flour and I only had organic self-raising flour, so I had to actually Google that self-raising flour already has baking powder in it and salt. Fun fact. I don't know what's happening here, but it feels very sticky. So we mix it all together. I'm sure when I saw someone doing this, they made it look a lot more glamorous than I'm doing it right now. Right, that'll do. And then, apparently all you have to do is separate it. I'm sure there's a baker watching this going, what are you doing? I'm going to just get some more flour. Right. Then, all we have to do now is separate it. Try half the recipe just to make 2 because I don't want to waste ingredients in case it was a complete flop. So, we're then going to roll it into a shape. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Oh yeah, we can do this. And then make it into a dome, bagel-like shape. Well, yeah, it looks like a bagel, doesn't it? Same with this one. Roll it all up. I don't even want to say what this looks like. Right, behave, Nika, be an adult. You're on camera. Right, so that looks like a bagel. Look at my hands. Right, let's transfer over to the baking tray. So this is a scientific experiment. So we're going to keep the flour bagel on this side and then the lupin flour on this side. I really hope they don't end up touching each other, but anyway, let's move on to the lupin one. Now to keep this experiment the same, we need to make sure that we've wiped out all the flour. Can you see how serious I'm taking this? I'm going to get rid of all the flour. Make sure there's absolutely nothing on here. Lupin flour. We even got a new spatula as well to make sure that we don't confuse the experiment. Taking this very seriously. Right, so I know my hands are going to get extremely sticky when I do this. So let's learn from the other one. I'm just going to put some powder, some flour on there first. Yep, that's it. Miss it everywhere. And And then we're gonna mix the bowl. God. Has anyone actually had a lupin flour bagel before? By the way, if this turns out, the protein count is gonna be extremely high compared to the other protein bagel that we've just made, which is all over TikTok, all over Instagram. Have I started something new here? Have I started a bagel, potentially the highest protein bagel? Right, it's time to get the hands in. Flouring the hands. Ugh. Put it on there. I feel like I'm already getting better even compared to the one we've just made. Right, I quite like this idea. More flour. That's it. Look at that, my hands are less sticky now. This is huge amount. I even halved the recipe. Okay, we'll go with it. So let's chop it in half. Again, I'm sure the people on TikTok and Instagram make this look so much easier. We're then gonna roll it into, oh God, what am I doing? Okay, I can already tell that the breakage is a lot is happening on this one. It doesn't seem to be staying together as well. Anyway, okay, well that looks great. Let's do the same here. I can definitely say that this one is crumbling more. It's breaking up. Okay. Oh yeah, this is potentially going to be a disaster. Is it because it needs something with it? Let's see what happens when we move this one across. God. So this bagel is going to be interesting because it's definitely crumbling and breaking apart, but yeah, great. I almost totally forgot that you then have to whisk an egg white or an egg and pop it on top to make it golden. Sorry, yeah. Let's go. Don't have one of those brushy things, so we're just going to use the whisk and we're just going to do that. The professionalism here and the chef, the baker, is just, as you can see, a master. Good. Just going to mix it all around. Oh God, where do we start with these guys? Let's just do that. Oh God. Have I just made like scrambled egg now? I'm actually too afraid to pick this one up. Yeah, let's go for it. To make that little hole in the middle. The length I'm going just because the Jason sourdough bread isn't available. Okay, then it says optional to put some sandwich seasoning on top. So let's do it where we add some of the seasoning. It's actually very spicy to that one. Wow. And then let's put it on this one. I think this is going to make it like a spicy bagel. Apparently that's it, and we just got to put these babies in the oven. Oh yeah, look at that. So we've got our lupin flour ones there. Do you like my decoration of spices? Oh yeah. And then we've got the plain self-raising flour one here, which is what the recipe says. So the recipe, Nika's experiment. Let's go. In the oven. 15 minutes in the oven. Let's see what happens. I'm going to clean this mess up. The problem with baking. Right, we're all cleaned up. Washing is done. Shall we have a look and see if they're going golden brown? Please don't let this flop. Oh, look at that. They are rising. Ignore that my oven door is not sparkling clean. Let's open. Okay, interesting. Right, here we go. It's halfway through. I'd say it's looking interesting. I'd say that one's probably smelling a bit eggy because of the amount of egg I put on, but we'll go with it. And I have to try and flip them. Oh yeah. I think I used too much egg. Oh, they're smelling a bit omelette-y. I mean, I don't even know what this is, but it looks like a bagel egg omelette. Maybe if I just take off that layer there, which is basically just egg white. Get some more of our seasoning, because remember this one here and this one here. I just do think I've used too much egg. Anyway, they're going back in the oven for 15 minutes. It's basically just an egg omelette. Right, she's ready. She's been on for 15 minutes. What have we got? We have some ginormously sized bagels in front of us. The flour ones, the Lupin ones. Let's give them a go. I mean, look good. Let's cut it in half. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it smells a bit eggy. But look at that. Right. It's actually got the consistency inside of a bread, of a bagel. Taste test. Right, that's pretty good. I would say it can go in the oven for a bit longer. But look at that. It actually looks like a bagel. This is the Lupin one. This bad boy has 38 grams of protein for 274 calories. This has 16 grams of protein for 270 calories. I mean, if I can just get this one to look more like a bagel, we're onto something. Let's cut the experiment one. Okay. Consistency is not too bad. Taste test. Actually doesn't smell eggy. I'm not gonna lie, that's really not bad at all. I can't quite say what it tastes like, but look at that. Okay. That is good. If you like a savory kick with this seasoning on, that's good.